بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. التسجيل 42 من كتاب 1300 قانون في الرياضيات. 1259 Probability of an event. Probability of an event. Probability of an event. PA equal M on N. PA equal M on N. PA equal M on N, where M is the number of possible positive outcomes. Where M is the number of possible positive outcomes. Where M is the number of possible positive outcomes. N is the total number. N is the total number. N is the total number of possible outcomes. Of possible outcomes. Of possible outcomes. 1260 range of probability values. Range of probability values. Range of probability values. PA bigger than equal 0, less than equal 1. PA bigger than equal 0, less than equal 1. PA bigger than equal 0, less than equal 1. 1261 certain event. Certain event. Certain event. PA equal 1. PA equal 1. PA equal 1. 1262 impossible event. Impossible event. Impossible event. PA equal 0. PA equal 0. PA equal 0. 1263 complement. 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 PA equal complement A equal 1 minus PA. B complement A equal 1 minus PA. B complement A equal 1 minus PA. ألف ومئتان وأربعة وستون independent events. Independent events. Independent events. Independent events. Independent events. Independent events. B A different B equal B A. B A different B equal B A. B A different B equal B A. B B different A equal B B. B different A equal B B. B B different A equal B B. 1265 addition rule for independent events. Addition rule for independent events. Addition rule for independent events. P A union B equal P A union B equal P A union B equal P A plus B B. P A plus B B. P A plus B B. 1266 multiplication rule for independent events. Multiplication rule for independent events. Multiplication rule for independent events. B R intersection B equal B R by B B. B R intersection B B equal B R by B B. B R intersection B equal B R by B B. 1267 general addition rule. General addition rule. General addition rule. B R union B equal B R union B equal B R union B equal B R plus B B. B R plus B B. B R plus B B minus B R intersection B. Minus B R intersection B. Minus B R intersection B. Where B R union B. Where B R union B. Where B R where R union B. Where R union B. Where R union B is the union of events A and B is the union of events A and B is the union of events A and B. A intersection B, A intersection B, A intersection B is the intersection of events A and B is the intersection of events A and B is the intersection of events A and B. 1268 conditional probability conditional probability B A different B equal B A different B equal B A different B equal B A intersection B on B B B A intersection B on B B B A intersection B on B B. 1269 B A intersection B equal B A intersection B equal B A intersection B equal B B B A different B B B by B A different B B B by different wait B B by B different A B B B by B different by B A different B B B by B different A different B wait B B B A different B B B B A different B B B B A different B equal B A B B different A equal B A B B different A equal B A B B different A. 1270 law of total probability law of total probability law of total probability B A equal B A equal B A equal sum from I equal A to M sum from I equal what equal 1 from right sum from I equal 1 to M sum from I equal 1 to M sum from I equal 1 to M B B I B B I B B I B A different B I B A different B I B A different B I where B I is a square where B I is a sequence of multiple exclusive events where B I is a sequence of multiple exclusive events where B I is a sequence of multiple exclusive events. 1271 bias form B A different B B different A equal B B different A equal B B different A equal B A different B B B B A different B B B B A different B B B on B A on B A on B A. 1272 bias formula B B I different A equal B B I different A equal B B I different A equal B B I B A different B I B B I B A different B B I B B I B A different B I on sum from K equal 1 to M on sum from K equal 1 to M on sum from K equal 1 to M B B I B B I B B I B A different B I B A different B I B A different B I where B I is a set of multiple exclusive events hypothesis where B I is a set of multiple exclusive events hypothesis where B I is a set of mutually exclusive events, hypotheses. A is the final event. A is the final event. A is the final event. B, I are the prior probabilities. I are the prior probabilities. I are the prior probabilities. I different A. I different A. I different A are the posterior probabilities. Are the posterior probabilities. Are the posterior probabilities. 1273 law of large numbers. Law of large numbers. Law of large numbers. B, absolute Sn on n minus mu bigger than equal epsilon. B, absolute Sn on n minus mu bigger than equal epsilon. B, absolute Sn on n minus mu bigger than equal epsilon. 10 to 0, 10 to 0, 10 to 0, as in 10 to infinity, as in 10 to infinity, as in 10 to infinity. B, absolute Sn on n minus mu less than epsilon. B, absolute Sn on n minus mu less than epsilon. B, absolute Sn on n minus mu less than epsilon 10 to 1, 10 to 1, 10 to 1, as in 10 to infinity, as in 10 to infinity, as in 10 to infinity, where Sn is the sum of random variables, where Sn is the sum of random variables, where Sn is the sum of random variables. N is the number of possible outcomes. N is the number of possible outcomes. N is the number of possible outcomes. 1274 Chebyshev inequality. Chebyshev inequality. Chebyshev inequality. B, absolute x minus mu bigger than equal epsilon. B, absolute x minus mu bigger than equal epsilon. B, absolute x minus mu bigger than equal epsilon, less than equal Vx on epsilon square, less than equal Vx on epsilon square, less than equal Vx on epsilon square, epsilon on epsilon square on epsilon square on epsilon square, where Vx is the variance of x, where Vx is the variance of x, where Vx is the variance of x. ألف ومئتان وخمسة وسبعون normal dynasty function. Normal dynasty function. Normal dynasty function. Phi x equal 1 on sigma root. Phi x equal 1 on sigma root. Phi x equal 1 on sigma root 2 by e power minus x minus mu square, e power minus x minus mu square, e power minus x minus mu square on 2 sigma square, on 2 sigma square, on 2 sigma square, where x is a particular outcome, where x is a particular outcome, where x is a particular outcome. 1276 standard normal dynasty function. Standard normal dynasty function. Standard normal dynasty function. Phi z equal 1 on root 2 by 1 on root 2 by 1 on root 2 by e power minus z square on 2, e power minus z square on 2, e power minus z square on 2. Average value mu equals 0. Average value mu equals 0. average value mu equal 0, deviation sigma equal 1, deviation sigma equal 1, deviation sigma equal 1. 210 z0y, 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 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1, 0, minus 2 minus 3 minus 2 minus 1, 0, minus 3 minus 2 minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. standard z value, standard z value, standard z value, z equal x minus mu on sigma, z equal x minus mu on sigma, z equal x minus mu on sigma. 1278 cumulative normal distribution function, cumulative normal distribution function, cumulative normal distribution function, fx equal 1 on sigma root, fx equal 1 on sigma root, fx equal 1 on sigma root, 2 by, 2 by, 2 by, integral from minus infinity to x, integral from minus infinity to x, integral from minus infinity to x, e power minus t minus mu square, e power minus t minus mu square, e power minus t minus mu square on 2 sigma square on 2 sigma square on 2 sigma square dt dt dt. Where x is a particular outcome, where x is a particular outcome, where x is a particular outcome, t is a variable of integration, t is a variable of integration, t is a variable of integration. 1279 b x bigger than alpha less than beta, b x bigger than alpha less than beta, b x bigger than alpha less than beta equal f alpha minus mu on sigma equal f alpha minus mu on sigma equal f alpha minus mu on sigma minus f beta minus mu on sigma minus f beta minus mu on sigma minus f beta minus mu on sigma, where x is normally distributed random variable, where x is normally distributed random variable, where x is normally distributed random variable. F is cumulative normal distribution function, f is cumulative normal distribution function, f is cumulative normal distribution function. b x bigger than alpha less than beta, b x bigger than alpha less than beta, b x bigger than alpha less than beta is interval probability, is interval probability, is interval probability. 1280 فيه absolute x minus mu less than epsilon, فيه absolute x minus mu less than epsilon, فيه absolute x minus mu less than epsilon equal to f epsilon on sigma equal to f epsilon on sigma equal to f epsilon on sigma, where x is normally distributed random variable, where x is normally distributed random variable, where x is normally distributed random variable. F is cumulative normal distribution function, f is cumulative normal distribution function, f is cumulative normal distribution function. 1281 cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function. Fx equal b, x less than x. Fx equal b, x less than x. Fx equal b, x less than x. Equal integral from minus infinity to x. Equal integral from minus infinity to x. Equal integral from minus infinity to x. Ft dt, ft dt, ft dt, where t is a variable of integration. Where t is a variable of integration. Where t is a variable of integration. 1282 Bernoulli trials processes. Bernoulli tries processes or process. Bernoulli trials process. Bernoulli trials process. Bernoulli trials process. Mu equal nb. Mu equal nb. P np. Mu equal np. Mu equal np. Sigma square equal n pq. Sigma square equal n pq. Sigma square equal n pq, where n is a sequence of experiments. Where n is a sequence of experiments. Where n is a sequence of experiments. P is the probability of. P is the probability of. P is the probability of success of each experiments. Q is the probability of failure. Q is the probability of failure. Q is the probability of failure. Q equal 1 minus P. Q equal 1 minus P. Q equal 1 minus P. 1283 binomial distribution function. Binomial distribution function. Binomial distribution function. P n P q equal P n P q equal P. B n P q equal B. N P q equal B. N P q equal nk p power k q power n minus k. P power k q power n minus k. P power k q power n minus k. Mu equal nb. Mu equal nb. Mu equal nb. Sigma square equal n p q. Sigma square equal n p q. Sigma square equal n p q. Fx equal q plus b e power x all power n. Q plus fx equal q plus b e power x all power n. Fx equal q plus b e power x all power n, where n is the number of trials of selections. Where n is the number of trials of selections. Where n is the number of trials of selections. P is the probability of success. P is the probability of success. P is the probability of success. Q is the probability of failure. Q is the probability of failure. Q is the probability of failure. Q equal 1 minus P. Q equal 1 minus P. Q equal 1 minus P. 1284 geometric distribution. Geometric distribution. Geometric distribution. P T equal J. B T equal J. P T equal J. Equal Q power J minus 1 P. Equal Q power J minus 1 P. Equal Q power J minus 1 P. Mu equal 1 on P. Mu equal 1 on P. Mu equal 1 on P. Sigma square equal Q on B square. Sigma square equal Q on B square. Sigma square equal Q on B square. Where T is the first successful event is the series. Where T is the first successful event is the series. Where T is the first successful event is the series. J is the event number. J is the event number. J is the event number. P is the probability that any one event is successful. P is the probability that any one event is successful. P is the probability that any one event is successful. Q is the probability of failure. Q is the probability of failure. Q is the probability of failure. Q equal 1 minus P. Q equal 1 minus P. Q equal 1 minus P. 1285. Position distribution. Position distribution. Position distribution. P x equal K. B x equal K. B x equal K. Equal nearly. Equal nearly. Equal nearly. Lambda power K on K factory. Lambda power K on K factory. Lambda power K on K factory. E power minus K. E power minus E power minus lambda. E power minus lambda. E power minus lambda. Lambda equal NB. Lambda equal NB. Lambda equal NB. Mu equal lambda. Mu equal lambda. Mu equal lambda. Sigma square equal lambda. Sigma square equal lambda. Sigma square equal lambda. Where lambda is the rate of occurrence. Where lambda is the rate of occurrence. Where lambda is the rate of occurrence. K is the number of positive outcomes. K is the number of positive outcomes. K is the number of positive outcomes. 1286. Dynasty function. Dynasty function. Dynasty function. Bx bigger than equal A less than equal B. Bx bigger than equal A less than equal B. Bx bigger than equal A less than equal B. Equal integral from A to B. Equal integral from A to B. Equal integral from A to B. Fx dx. Fx dx. Fx dx. 1287. Continuous uniform dynasty. Continuous uniform dynasty. Continuous uniform dynasty. F equal 1 on P minus A. F equal 1 on P minus A. F equal 1 on P minus A. Mu equal A plus B on 2. Mu equal A plus B on 2. Mu equal A plus B on 2. Where F is the dynasty function. Where F is the dynasty function. Where F is the dynasty function. 1288. Exponential dynasty function. Exponential dynasty function. Exponential dynasty function. Ft equal lambda e power minus lambda t. Lambda e power minus lambda t. Lambda e power minus lambda t. Mu equal lambda. Mu equal lambda. Mu equal lambda. Sigma square equal lambda square. Sigma square equal lambda square. Sigma square equal lambda square. Where t is time. Where t is time. Where t is time. Lambda is the failure rate. Lambda is the failure rate. Lambda is the failure rate. 1289. Exponential distribution function. Exponential distribution function. Exponential distribution function. Ft equal 1 minus e power minus lambda t. Ft equal 1 minus e power minus lambda t. Ft equal 1 minus e power minus lambda t. Where t is time. Where t is time. Where t is time. Lambda is the failure rate. Lambda is the failure rate. Lambda is the failure rate. 1290 expected value of discrete random variables. Expected value of discrete random variables. Expected value of discrete random variables. Mu equal ex, mu equal ex, mu equal ex, equal sum from I equal 1 to n, equal sum from I equal 1 to n, equal sum from I equal 1 to n. xi bi, xi bi, xi bi, where xi is the particular outcome, where xi is a particular outcome, where xi is a particular outcome, bi is its probability, bi is its probability, bi is its probability. 1291 expected value of continuous random variables. Expected value of continuous random variables. Expected value of continuous random variables. Mu equal ex, mu equal ex, mu equal ex, equal integral from minus infinity to infinity, equal integral from minus infinity to infinity, equal integral from minus infinity to infinity, x f x dx, f x f x f x dx, f x f x dx, x f x dx. صلى الله تبارك وتعالى على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين.